go. Up. Now. It looks like we live. I think so.
I think so. Let's give it a minute to have people find us.
I can give it a minute, but only a minute, and then I'm gone. I'm out of here. No.
Hopefully it's in...
No, we're only like, it's only 12:11. I mean, we said we'd be back in 5 or 10 minutes, so. What are you doing? You're going to hang out and do what? You're up this late. You might as well hang out.
Right. If you're all the night owls here that are just hanging out.
There we go. Dashcam Create says, I'm here. Hello, cool. Dashcam Create.
Well, he's the first one in the chat. Hi, guys. Hey, this is episode 23 of the Hairy Scary Hangover. We're going to give it a couple minutes.
See who rolls
to see who else creeps in.
There we go. Johnny Biggins.
There's John Biggins. There's Larry Tressler.
There they go.
Thank you, Larry.
All the familiars. That's right.
Hopefully you're keeping cool down there in Florida.
Woo!
Woo! If it's hot up here in Ohio, it has to be really hot down there in Florida.
And let us know if you're experiencing any technical difficulties with our stream right now.
He says AV is okay.
That's good. Larry's always on the tip with that. Thank you, Larry.
John says, great Stasha coffee skit. Thank you, John.
There we go.
Parma John is in the house.
Hey, Raymond.
Hi, Ray. Hey. I took the crown off. It was making
this is a hangover, so you can...
Yeah, it was making my head itch.
Keep taking stuff off.
Right here.
Why stop at the crown?
So, yeah. I
right, guys?
Yeah, I might take off a glove or something.
You never know.
Or
bandage
sock,
or two.
Or yeah. Getting comfortable here.
A piece of lint might be removed. You never know.
Maybe my rings.
In some places in the world, that would be a big thing. All right.
G-Fan. Hello, G-Fan. Hey, guys.
G standing for Godzilla, you think?
I'm thinking Godzilla because there's a G-Fest in Chicago every year.
And not Gallagher, the guy that...
Well, not this year.
Smashes watermelons?
Maybe next year. Naoko's here.
Hello, Naoko.
Hi, Naoko.
Yes, I broke it. But I tried to fix it.
Yeah, Grimm broke the show.
Oh, we get a heart from Naoko. That's very sweet.
Hopefully you're doing well. You're staying safe. Hopefully you like your new job, Naoko.
That's right.
Christopher Watts made it. He made it.
Christopher Walken.
Christopher Watts.
I'm here.
John says, finally cooled off outside.
The hangout. Hangover.
Oh, it cooled off. Okay.
Yeah, finally. Well.
I thought he wrote cooked outside. Like he got cooked.
Well, that'd be good, too.
I read it wrong.
A lot of people get cooked outside, if you know what I mean. Unwrap the mummy. Calm down there, Ray, baby.
Oh, my.
Oh, it's turning into the Naoko show, so maybe we should just turn off.
No, it's okay.
That's okay. We love that Naoko has so many fans.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of you guys are like, making friends out there. That's a good thing. We like that.
Yeah, it's great to stay connected and that we all have our common love of monster movies, B movies.
See, back in the day, now a lot of people watching this probably know what I'm talking about, and they're starting it up again. But there was a thing called pen pals.
Yes.
That's where you would write somebody randomly. They would like list their name and their address and what their interests are, like in magazines or newspapers, and you would write them and say, hey, I like this too, and I'm so-and-so, and and you become...
You become a pen pal.
You write letters back and forth when people would lick stamps, lick envelopes, and send each other letters. Well, that's actually a thing that's been revived for like old folks' homes, right?
Yeah, for maybe people that are living in...
Shut-ins.
Yeah, maybe they're more secluded, maybe they're older or immunocompromised, and they're staying home more, and they're feeling lonesome.
Because you could still...
So you can have a pen pal and get to know someone through letters as a friend. And
yeah, so I mean the same thing can obviously...
So you don't feel so alone.
Now, and that has been taken to the next degree with the internet, because you don't have to worry about getting a stamp and an envelope. You can just email somebody and boom, you're like, whatever.
But people are bringing back the old school pen and paper.
Yes.
Writing notes to each other. I think that's cute.
Naoko said, we're the best. No, you're the best, Naoko.
Aww, thank you.
Bobby Harvey, how you doing, brother?
Domo arigato.
C. Watts wants to know, what's a stamp? You know what? It's not a tramp stamp.
Get your banana out, Grimm, says David.
All right, let me whip this. Excuse me while I whip this out.
Uh-oh.
Woohoo! There it is. It's upside down, but that doesn't matter. I still know how to use it.
He loves showing off his banana.
Because look how big it is.
I think it's a guy thing.
And it's peeled, too, so that's always nice. And I could twirl it like this. Hey there.
There you go.
Is doing anything for you, Decay? No? Too bad. All right. All right.
All right. So I thought of the topic, independent films, independent artists.
Oh, should we introduce?
Supporting.
We don't introduce the show?
Oh yeah, we need to introduce ourselves.
Hey, one and all, welcome to the Mummy and the Monkeys
Hairy Scary Hangover
with your hosts.
I'm Janet Decay, your yummy mummy.
And Grimm Gorri, your funky monkey. That's right. This is our after party type show, or our sort of our wrap up show, if you will, for the Hairy Scary Hangout that's shown on our Facebook channel.
Yes.
Where we show a movie and
so
skits
on most Friday nights we host a movie on our Facebook page, and it's the Mummy and the Monkey on Facebook. And it's a public page, it's a fan page where anyone can like or follow it, and you can watch our videos.
You can even turn it off if you don't like it.
Or you can fall asleep to it, you know.
Whatever.
Yeah. So we wrapped up a live stream, episode 89.
Wow.
And the movie that we played was Prisoners of the Lost
Universe.
Lost Universe. Gosh, I don't even remember the name.
I think they wish they had dementia. I think anybody that watches this movie...
I thought Dimensions, no, Universe.
Not
Prisoners of the Lost Universe.
But dementia would be better than watching this movie.
John Saxon plays the bad guy, and this is a movie that we originally aired a little over a year ago.
February 2019.
Yes, and this was the start of the running gag that we have on our show of John Saxon being put in every movie. Well, this one actually has John Saxon in it for real. Grimm usually superimposes John Saxon in every movie, and we have a Saxon search.
That's right. Now, we have some interesting questions coming in, and one comes from John Biggins.
Yes.
He says, where do indies show their movies, and how do they make money? Well, let me tell you something. This is the day and age, obviously, of the independent everything. I mean, we're independent horror hosts. We're indie horror hosts, right?
Yeah.
Movie hosts, horror hosts, however you want to look at it. We're doing everything on our own dime. You know, we pay for everything that you see here. Mm-hmm. No matter if it's costs us 2 or 3 cents, it's still out of our pocket, okay?
Right, and there's a lot of independent filmmakers where they raise the funds and they sell their movies online.
This is actually good. This is a good segue for tonight's topic.
Yeah, this is good because
go ahead.
Yeah, because the topic is independent films, independent artists, people involved in the horror community that are normally vendors at these conventions that you would normally visit, ways you can support them online.
And one of the conventions that we frequent that we're really bummed out that we haven't been able to go to, maybe it's held twice a year. It's called Cinema Wasteland.
Cinema Wasteland.
And it's chock full of indie artists, film artists,
filmmakers. Yeah.
Obscure, like I'd say cult favorites that you don't see at the mainstream conventions. You know, they bring in the typical stuff, which is great.
Movies that have a cult following, but they're not mainstream.
They might not get the attention that the mainstream horror movies and movies of the same genre that get attention. But anyway, so there are some independent people that we know, and there's a guy named Nathan Rumler who did a movie recently. I don't know if we should the title. I ordered a copy.
Well, this isn't necessarily. I mean, our YouTube channel is not really meant for kids.
Right.
But kids can watch it with parental supervision.
But what I will say is that this is a indie artist who has recently been able to vend at Wasteland. But I think the last time we saw him there was the first time he had his own table there. Mm-hmm. But listen to this. So he made his own movie. It was started before the pandemic. He finished it after the pandemic, was going on. He's been selling it on his Facebook page. He's already sold through 2 batches. I think they're limited to like 666 copies.
Oh wow!
So I think he might have sold over. He might with this or this.
Either one.
He might have already sold over 1,200 copies or something close to that of his movie that he just put out. At a decent price, I think, and he's doing it on his own on Facebook. That's my my point is he's not doing it through.
He's self-distributing, and he's putting it out there on social media. Hey, my movie's out. You guys got to see this. It's really cool. Hey, you can order it from me. And it sounds like he's doing really good. He's selling out of his movie.
So indie anything, whether you're doing like graphic design or movies or gosh knows what. I mean, you name it.
Like, so we have an artist.
Textiles.
We have an artist friend that's a monster kid, Malcolm Gittins,
Yes.
and he's a 2016 Rondo Award winner. He does some cool, like, colorful monster fan art, and he's trying to get published. So he's starting a GoFundMe and sharing it on social media, where if you want to, you could support his art, and he can work on his goals of getting things published.
So answering that question is very difficult because of
There's different ways people do it and approach it.
Right,
Yeah.
because of the many choices you have now via the World Wide Web of actually coming up with your product, whether you're making it all by yourself by hand and then putting it on something like, what's that thing that people are using on the resellers? Lonnie uses it.
Big Cartel?
Big Cartel.
There's a lot of resellers that use Big Cartel, and then a few horror hosts.
Now, that's where you have your own inventory, and you just post it on there as a storefront. But it's up to you to promote it and get it out there so people know where to buy it.
Right.
And
they have like a flat fee, and then you could put your items on there for sale, and then you have to go and promote yourself.
It's insane between that and uploading. Like if you're an artist or a designer, you can upload your own designs to a myriad of different print-on-demand sites. I mean, it's insane.
Yeah.
So it's really up to you as a creator to kind of sniff out the different avenues that you do have available via the web. Via like print on demand, or when we make our DVDs, we use a site called Kunaki.
Yeah,
where we do all of the artwork and the video production on our own. We upload it.
And we order the DVDs and get them made by a company.
Right.
And then we put them up on eBay for people to buy.
Yeah, we receive the actual physical DVDs all shrink wrapped and boxed.
Yeah, and that way we can open them and sign them and mail them out whenever we need to, and we just ship them media mail.
So yeah, I mean, I think that the opportunity for
and speaking
individuals
of that, we need to get more DVDs made.
That's true. So the opportunity for individuals that have a creative vision to actually execute this stuff, whether it be movies, garments, comic books, music, whatever you're talking about, it's really up to the individual to do their research, find out what avenue works for them financially, come up with the product, upload it, protect it, whatever you need to do.
Hi, Dino! Late Horse Shows.
And then distribute it. It's crazy. And we have to thank Dino for, making us aware of OBS.
Yes.
Using the software we use to broadcast.
And suggesting that we have a live streaming
show, because a lot of horror hosts don't do this. There's a few that do.
Yes.
But we're happy that we're kind of doing our own thing here with it instead of,
Well, it's just a different format and a different setup, and that's okay.
That works for us.
Some people are only on TV, some people are only online, some people are on both.
And to be honest, the main reason why we do this is why? Because it lights a fire under our butt to make a weekly product, because if we don't, it could take us a month to make one episode.
Right, when we were only on television,
we're lazy.
Well, we were also working full-time jobs and trying to get things put together, and it was a lot of editing and a lot of planning shoots and writing scripts. And,
that's right.
And now we just pull everything out of our dupas and just
and go with the flow.
go with the flow and do the shows.
Just like a girl in her monthly, we just go with the flow. Right?
Yes. Sure.
Whatever.
Oh gosh.
Let's see if anyone's awake tonight. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay.
Yeah, we're a little more awake than we were last.
Oh, David Baldwin heard the creaky door because Mama walked in.
Yeah, Mama Monkey's here.
Mama Monkey walked in.
She was watching the rain outside.
She's checking up on us, making sure we're behaving.
It's a dark, stormy night here in Cleveland.
Yeah, you gotta check on us. Hey, yes. Albert. Albert says, hey. Hit the like button, says Lofty Moose. He's right.
Thank you, Lofty Moose. Good idea.
Ouch, sorry.
Ow. Watch what you do with that banana.
You got hit by a foam banana. Now, Bobby Harvey asked a very, very, very important question.
Yes.
When is the banana going to make it into a skit? Bobby, I don't know.
We don't know.
Who knows?
At some point.
If you have an idea, though, let us know.
Yeah, if you guys have skit ideas for the banana.
Yeah, or for anything.
Let us know.
Yeah, so I'm feeling good tonight. We got another good, hangover show.
Scott's watching.
Scott.
Hi, Scott.
Bayo?
Scott Breitmeyer.
What?
Whoa!
Hey, come
on. Dino, you don't have to do that.
What is that? Is that one of those, what do they call it?
It's a super chat.
Oh.
Yeah, we just recently got set up for super chat. And thank you, Dino. It is much appreciated. And we will return the favor.
So that's where people can, like...
Where they could tip you.
Tip you?
Yeah.
I haven't taken anything off.
Well, I was going to say, speaking of that, there's some musicians that now have streaming. They'll play their music live, and then they have like a virtual tip jar where you can send them, you know, a couple bucks through PayPal or something.
Oh, Dash Cam Create came with the best name. Banana Skits.
Ah, nice.
Banana Splits was one of my favorite shows growing up as a young monkey. I love it. All right,
That's funny.
So what are we talking about tonight? What's the topic?
Wait, the thing we were just talking about.
Okay, so keep it going. Don't...
Okay, so indie movies. Going back to the indie movies. Something Weird Video. Our good friends at Something Weird Video. They did make an announcement. So
Yes.
at the end of 2020, at the end of this year, which isn't that far away, they are going to stop their print-on-demand discs, like the DVRs, or whatever you call it, where they just make a movie and send it for you.
Right. DVR.
DVR.
DVDR.
Or DVDR, that's right.
DVR is when you tape off of a DVR.
Now, so they have a lot of movies right now that you can order on demand, where a lot of them they have off of the original 16 millimeter film prints.
Mm-hmm.
And you can, I think it's like only $10 for most of them. You could click buy it now, and then she prints up a disc and mails it to you. And some of the movies are cool and obscure and hard to find. There's a real good variety. I mean, different genres. There's monster movies. There's adult movies.
Wow.
Exploitation films of different genres.
Yeah.
So yeah, she is going to stop the disc on demand, but she will still
What
be
on demand?
disc.
Oh.
Movie discs on demand. Get your...
Not like a gigolo. Okay, gotcha.
Get the bananas out of your ears, girl.
I'm trying. I'm working on it.
But she did say that the Something Weird Video will still sell their Blu-rays, their regular DVDs that are already made. They have some really cool limited edition vinyl for
Ooh.
sale. Yeah, some fun music. And they have different merch on their Etsy store, too.
Oh.
So yeah, Something Weird Video, they're an indie film company that we love, that we're friends with, and in the past we have played some of their movies, and they gave us permission to play them. They even have downloads too. I think they're still going to have the downloads. What are the comments there?
That's comments on some of the reactions that
Oh, okay. Some of your
my
reactions.
attempt at a
yeah.
comedic performance, yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, they have a lot of burlesque type of,
Yes.
vintage adult films.
Yeah, it's all...
We'll just leave it at that. Yeah, and if you like that kind of stuff, and if you like grindhouse films, westerns, wrestling, our friend 42nd Street Pete has a YouTube channel. Mm-hmm. It's called 42nd Street Pete's Grindhouse Purgatory. And I helped put his videos together.
Oh, good for you.
It's definitely not a channel for kids to watch. It's
No.
more on the nitty-gritty side.
Yes.
So if you guys like the grindhouse stuff, if you want to hear drive-in stories, drive-in movie stories, what it was like working at those theaters.
In New York City.
In New York City. Yeah, he grew up in New York City, New Jersey, and was a part of that
But he has so much to talk about.
So many cool stories.
The guy is a bevy of stories
Yeah.
and information. The guy's great.
Yeah, he's kind of like...
You will not be disappointed.
Yeah, it's really cool. So that's another independent guy you could check out. And he is a Cinema Wasteland staple. He's usually there as a guest, or he helps run the wrestling movies or the wrestling videos there. So yeah, he's always been a part of Cinema Wasteland. Love Something Weird Video, a bit like Beware back in the day. Yeah!
He remembers that? Yeah, of course.
Totally!
Yeah.
It has that Beware vibe.
They do.
Yeah.
They have the most obscure, outlandish stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You have to search too far, but you go to their website, you can see it all.
Yeah, I really like the variety that they have. And they're really nice.
You said you ordered something from them recently?
I did order 2 things, but I'm not telling you what they are.
Oh, rats.
Yeah, I ordered 2 things from Something Weird Video. Maybe we should do an unboxing when they show up.
We can do that as long as we... On this show.
Yeah, do an unboxing video.
Yeah. Good idea.
And then we could give them a fun review.
Real Wild Cinema, yeah. That was hosted by Sandra Bernhardt initially, and then Had some other hosts after that, I'm pretty sure, but We Were Wild is pretty good. It was good.
Another indie film company is After Hours Cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And our buddy 42nd Street Pete has a bunch of his DVDs for sale on AfterHoursCinema.com.
Wowzers. Commander USA. That was a USA show.
Commander USA, yeah, USA Network.
Yeah. Lots of cool stuff out there. I remember when Bobby Harvey Jr. says, I remember when I met Janet and Goularty Fest about 4 years ago, and a Goularty Fest for the first time in Grimm came over to me thanking me for the gift for Janet's birthday. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, thank you, Bobby.
Always nice. Thank you, Bob.
He always visits us at the shows, and yeah, thank you.
Hello, Tom. Tom McCann.
Can I have another sip? Hi, Tom.
Yes. I think
my
that's
throat's a
something
little
else.
dry there. Here we go.
You're out of juice?
Yeah, just needed a few sips.
Okay. Now I got no sips, but I got a refill. Got a little ski left there.
Remember Up All Night, says Christopher.
That was that Gilbert Gottfried?
Up All Night?
Up All Night. Okay, yes. Yeah, I think that was Gottfried and Shearer.
Oh, I was thinking of
Rhonda
Eight All
Shearer.
Night.
No, this is.
Yeah, I don't.
We're
remember
talking about
that
cable
one.
stuff, not local stuff.
That was a cable show.
Yeah. Where anyone could see it. And, you know.
Do you guys like B-side horror flicks? B-side? You mean like B movies? Yeah, we show them all the time on Facebook.
Like Attack of the Giant Leeches and, you know.
Ed Wood, Ed Wood's Plan 9 from Outer Space,
You
Glenn
name
or
it.
Glenda,
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Night of the Living Dead,
Bride of the Monster, or whatever that.
Teenagers from Outer Space. Yeah, we love all that B-movie stuff.
And Rhonda, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I mean, we make fun of the movies a lot, so maybe that's why he's asking. Maybe he's asking if we actually like the movies.
Of course we do. Yes, we love
Yeah,
them.
I mean, we tease that the movie's bad, but we enjoy them.
See, yeah, so our whole thing on the Hairy Scary Hangout is that being, you know, independent horror host, we can only show public domain movies or material.
Or independent films if they give us permission.
Well, and that's a godsend, because at least with them, they can be sometimes their first run. No one's ever seen them.
Right.
You know, out there in public. But if we have to show the litany of obviously, you know, B movies that are public domain, how do we do it different? You know,
how do we make it more interesting?
Right, we grew up watching like people like the Ghoul and Ghoularty. Well, mostly the Ghoul, but because of Ghoularty, they would put like sound effects in the movies. So I take that idea, you know, didn't invent it, but just sort of adapting it, and I kind of like pump it up a few, you know, things, and put way more sound effects than anybody could probably even care about. Just because I can do it, and why not? But the idea there is to always make the film more watchable, because if you could just rent it and watch it. Why do you need us to show it? Unless you're just tuning it for us. But in between watching us, I like to be whatever you're watching to be enjoyable. So that's why we're doing the cut-ins, the sound effects. So that's what that's all about. That's all.
Can't go wrong with good, bad B movies, says
Right.
Connie Cleary.
Yeah, that's right. Connie.
That is right.
You are correctamundo.
Yes, you are right, ghoul friend. All right. So I'm just looking at my notes a minute.
Beast of Yucca Flax, hard to say that one. It's a bad movie.
So I've mentioned this a couple times
We
before
tried,
in other live shows. There's a Facebook, I think it's a group or event page called Online Horror Con.
Yes.
So if you find groups or pages like that on Facebook, that could also be a good way to connect and check out what these indie filmmakers have to offer, or if there's fan artists, monster artists, script writers, musicians, etc. Anyone involved in the horror stuff, people that do special effects, makeup, you know, support these artists that you would normally meet at the conventions.
All right, and so, you know, you have something going on too, don't you? An interview that you did.
Yeah, and we talked about this on Facebook. We're going to do a little refresher. So Donna Jean has a YouTube channel called Donna Jean's Coffee House of Horror. Really nice lady. She's way involved in the horror community, and she did interview me about the different projects I've worked on, like the Mummy and the Monkey.
Not me though, but that's okay.
Well, no, she wants to interview you later.
Just joking, Smuggin.
My modeling, different films, things like that. So it was fun to be interviewed by her, and it does debut July 18th. Is that a Friday or a Saturday?
Don't know, but
I don't remember.
I'll be there.
But it debuts July 18th, and we will share the link on our Facebook
I think it's a
page.
Saturday.
And she's associated with, she works with the Women in Horror Facebook page, and they have over 15,000 followers.
And didn't you start a page on Facebook for the Women of Horror?
What's that?
Ah!
Are you okay?
Yes and no. Didn't you start your own, like,
Oh.
Glow?
Oh, Glow, the Gorgeous Ladies of Horror Hosting. Yes, it's a way to showcase female horror hosts, horror hostesses,
Right.
and horror film actresses.
That's on Facebook.
And that's a group. Yeah, you can send an invite, and if you go through the strenuous how the vetting process, yes, I'll let you in on the group. If I see you have some common groups and common interests, I'll let you in.
Nikki Lugosi had a good question.
Oh, what's the question?
He says, "Can I make you an illustration?"
Ooh.
But of course, it's the ultimate form of flattery. Please, Nikki.
That would be awesome, Nikki.
Can I pull up that? If you want to send it to us via email,
Yeah.
you could. You could send it to what?
Oh, there it is. The MummyAndMonkey at gmail.com.
That's right. And if you want to check out if you want to send us a physical piece of art, you can go to our themummyandthemonkey.com. If you scroll down, all of our contact information is there. Addresses, mailing addresses, You can send us stuff via email or snail mail or whatever. There.
David says the Gorgeous Ladies of Horror.
Get it?
Yes.
Got it? Good.
There's also a group called the Gorgeous Girls on social media, and they are they're alternative models, like a modeling troupe, and they make some scary, cool, like really neat art. And Bonnie Brown, a recent friend of ours who ran the Haunted Hydro haunted house in Tremont, Ohio. Unfortunately, she recently passed away, so we do miss Bonnie Brown, and we love the Haunted Hydra. We love our haunter friends, any of our friends associated with the haunted houses and events like that. So I hope they're doing okay, and the Haunted Hydra will still continue on. But yeah, Miss Bonnie Brown will be missed. She inspired many people to pursue special effects, modeling, making costumes, photography, making props for haunted houses. She was an inspiration to many. More comments.
Don't say it out loud.
Yeah, more comments.
Interesting.
There.
Yeah. So I'm trying to read these ones up here.
Oh, there we go. I tried to leave the link.
Who? Huh?
It says Late Late Horror Show.
What's that mean?
I'm not sure.
Don't know. Anyway.
Maybe it's not letting them post a link.
Maybe not. Yeah, it could be with this the way they have it set up here in the chat. You might not be able to post links and stuff, which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I
miss haunting, says Chris.
Now, I'll bet. I mean, this whole
we're gonna
pandemic,
really miss haunted houses.
This pandemic, obviously, as you all know, has thrown a proverbial, dare I say it, monkey wrench in the works. Sorry, but it's all about adaptation. Again, sorry. Ultimately, I mean, how are we gonna make this something that we can not worry about next year? I mean, I think that's the most important thing to think about is get through this year,
and hopefully things will be better next year, and we could get a handle on this bug going around. And we need people healthy so we can all hang out again.
It's in the interest of the whole planet, obviously,
it's for the greater good. I mean, we need people better, right?
Because it's all certain. Yeah, it's like Jenga. It's like a house of cards, like Jenga. Everything is dependent on the next thing underneath it or above it. So, it's all up to us to get everything together so we can all proceed to the way it was.
Yeah, I mean, I heard from a friend in Canada that in their town they had no new cases of that virus.
But if it doesn't turn out that way, you could be
they had a good handle on it.
But you could be darn well sure we'll be here, hovelled up in our little place, doing our show for you all.
We'll still be doing our show. I mean, we're not going anywhere
even if we have to eat grass and house roof tiles, we'll do what we have to do to survive.
Here's an idea. So there's movie theaters, that are doing drive-ins instead. What if they did a drive-in haunted house?
A drive-through haunted house.
A drive-through haunted house.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, America, we're like #1 with drive-throughs, right?
Right.
All the fast food and everything. So maybe they could do like a drive-through haunted house.
They're doing that with the zoos, right?
Yeah,
like
they were doing that with the zoo, a drive-through zoo.
So why not a drive-through? That's a good idea.
Yeah.
Drive-through haunted
People
attraction.
were doing drive-through weddings. Like, let's do a drive-through haunted house.
As opposed to a drive-by wedding, which is a totally different thing.
Whoa, jeez. But yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. Maybe, yeah, you're in your car and then you see the zombies and the different monsters and...
Yeah, this is definitely really, really mucking up everything. We know that. And everyone knows that.
It's messed up. I mean, what else could we say?
There were plans laid in the beginning of the year that seemed to have to maybe not materialize until hopefully next year with any luck.
Yeah.
But, there's several conventions that we used to attend, some of them twice a year, that are just not going to have the venue this year because of what's going on. Mm-hmm. And it stinks, but...
It does, but I mean, the only thing that we can do is take care of ourselves and each other.
And if nothing else, you can come here, like we said.
And hang out with us here.
Hang out with us online. We got that going on. And we'll see what we can do to kind of bring some of the convention stuff to you. Lord knows Janet and I have so much convention footage we have not even released yet.
There's a lot of videos we got to look through in the vault.
I think that would be up to our best interest to put together like a retrospective or some sort of like compilation of stuff we haven't seen that's, convention oriented, because we have a lot. Mm-hmm. But we try to dole out what we can per week. It's a little bit of a grind. But we try to get, but that's a good thing.
But maybe we could take some more of that footage and maybe put some of it on YouTube.
I think it's a good
pepper it into the shows in the future.
But we'll do it creatively, but we'll figure it out. But fear not, there's a lot of stuff out there between us and other horror hosts out there and other people that, if you're into this genre, have documented. That's probably out there, and stuff you probably didn't even think about watching. So go visit all of them. Just stay inside when you have to, hunker down. And check out what's available online. There's a lot of people like us, more people like us that do this and have stuff archived, on their channels. So.
There's Dino's awesome channel, the Late Late Horror Show.
Think about all those episodes you can take in.
See, I'm not always good at remembering actor names and movie specifics. He knows everything about every movie.
Dino and Ted break it all down.
And they can walk you through every little bit and do these really in-depth reviews. So, yeah,
that's what they're great at.
If you want to hear, like... all the facts and all the info on the movies, check out the Late Late Horror Show.
That's right.
Yeah. What are the comments going on?
Don't read that one.
Let's see.
Drive-in theaters. Now, that's a promise, right? That's a promise of a new day, is to quote Paula Abdul.
Oh, someone said Walmart is putting drive-through...
in their parking lot.
Drive-ins in their parking lot.
Drive-in movies.
Wow.
We read this last week.
Yeah,
and what automatically binged into our heads are like, why aren't the movie theaters that have these huge
I thought some of the movie theaters were doing drive-ins.
The multiplexes?
Like turning their parking lot into a drive-in.
And sell your expensive popcorn and drinks and food. I mean, you have to do that. You have to adapt.
Yeah.
That would be a great idea. Put a little money in equipment, in projectors and screens, boom, done.
That would be cool.
Sell your $20 popcorn there.
And
I'll buy it.
It's summertime. You could go to a drive-in.
And I'll wind up buying it.
And that's a way to
I don't care.
That's a way to, keep a safe distance and still have fun and get out.
Oh, Larry Tressler says, I guess where he's from, I don't want to point all that out, but he said only 2 movie theaters opened but closed. Theaters. Because they had new movies to show. Well, that could be a problem too.
Yeah, that's a problem.
I mean, they haven't filmed anything new in a while.
That's a challenge with Hollywood.
Well,
I mean, how are you going to shoot a movie? Like
anything with the products or movies, they're usually about a year and a half, 2 years ahead or behind in production. So it's.
I did see some indie filmmakers sharing on social media that they were trying to find creative ways to shoot scenes without getting too close to people, like zooming in or having people shoot their scenes separate and piecing it together. So I think with the indie people, they're trying to figure it out. Hollywood, I don't know. We'll see. Drive-ins are great. They keep Joe Bob Briggs alive. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean,
his show's going strong.
I mean, he was coming on strong before the pandemic. I think the pandemic is something that, you know, obviously pushed up his viewership.
Kind of like Joe
is
Exotic.
Well,
How that was super popular because everyone was shut in.
You know, I'm sure people are watching how ants make nests in the ground more than anything. I mean, I'm sure they're sitting there watching that television.
They're watching the grass grow and it's entertaining.
There you go. That's definitely a factor right now.
Oh, jeez.
I'd be happy with that.
Well, I think I'm going to wrap everything up here in a few.
Okay, you could do what you want.
Because I'm getting tired.
Okay, same here.
Can't play your podcast, Living the Scream. It was on...
Can't.
Why can't you?
Hmm?
Oh, I don't know. It was on their iTunes.
Oh, it could be.
Oh, those are old episodes, though.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe it could be the way they have stuff logged in there. I don't know. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, those are our old podcasts.
We might be able to upload those to YouTube, so stick around for that. But there was
later.
one good question here about our 100th episode. Where did it go?
Yeah, we're 11 episodes away from
our Facebook 100.
Our Facebook 100.
Yeah, so do we have any ideas? We kind of do and we kind of don't. But we'll be definitely putting some stuff out there pretty soon about you contributing what you think about our show. And
yeah, we're open
our 100th
to
episode. Maybe a little like thank yous and things like that.
We're open to ideas, and I was talking with another horror host about how they wanted to put a movie together or a video together to send us.
So if you have any ideas for our
we're trying to figure it out.
Which is what? Oh, this is not going to work now? Oh, there you go.
There we go.
If you have any ideas for our 100th episode, which is only 11 episodes away right now.
I know, it's coming up soon.
You can send any ideas to themummyandthemonkey@gmail.com.
So, if we do a show every Friday?
Yes.
That's like 4 episodes a month.
It's maybe in November. We should see what it is, because it might coincide around Halloween.
Yeah, it might be near Halloween.
If we could do a 100th episode around Halloween, that'd be hot. That'd be creepy.
That would be cool.
That'd be great.
We'll have to see.
Gary Smith says, does anyone know what years Sir Graves Ghastly ran on Channel 43 in Cleveland? From what I understand, it was like sort of like maybe 72 to 75. It was actually quite a run. I don't remember watching it as a young age. I was like, who had to be chucking him back to back?
I knew that he was on TV in Cleveland for a little while, but I don't know specifics on that one.
But either his show when it was in Cleveland, it was called Alucard, which is Dracula. Alucard. Which is Dracula backwards, so.
Yeah, a lot of people have used the name Alucard. One of my favorite video games, Castlevania. The one character, Castlevania Symphony of the Night for PlayStation, you play as Alucard. You're like Dracula's son.
Like I said, this the only reason I would want to go back in time and invent a time machine is to bring a VCR with me and a bunch of cassette tapes and tape a bunch of local Cleveland television, as was. But that's not going to happen. But it's a nice thought for me to drift off into dreamland too. I love it. Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Dino. Have a good night. And thank you guys for having fun here at the Hairy Scary Hangover.
That's right, yeah.
And as always, good night. Or what YouTube channel stuff?
You know, the reselling stuff.
Oh, jeez. I forgot.
You forgot.
So we have 2 separate playlists on our YouTube channel here. This will be part of our Mummy and the Monkey playlist, but we also have another playlist called Monster Hustle.
That's right.
And that goes more behind the scenes about eBay reselling and scavenging and finding stuff at yard sales and thrift stores. There's also a YouTube channel that's a spin-off of this one called New World Hoarder.
Right, it's not the same playlist, a different channel, a different YouTube channel.
Different YouTube channel entirely, New World Hoarder.
The New World Hoarder.
Yes, so that's a spin-off of the Monster Hustle.
Right.
So you can check those out. Please like, share, subscribe, click the little bell for updates. And thank you guys so much. Good night.
That's right. We'll see you next time here on the Mummy and the Monkey's Hairy Scary
Hangover.
Woohoo! As I'll do like a little bit of a...
tired.
That's right. Let's go to bed.